What is up, legends? It's Scion. We are back, and we're going to talk about downtime. Now this is a good sweet spot in the game right now. We don't have much to do beyond just farming and everything else, and one of the most popular ways to farm, even since JP time, is farming green books, because the green books are particularly easy to farm. The boss doesn't do a whole lot. You can use your other characters to kind of carry until you get AoE farmers, like pretty much like what happened to me. I got Hauser and Guild Thunder like literally like 2 days ago, both like back to back. So I'm literally leveling them right now. I'm not really trying all that hard, and like I'm in the green boss area right now just to show you guys. I cut it all at this point just to make it a little bit faster, so you can see what happens in here. And what I'm doing right now is I'm using DN with Hauser, because DN can stop things, and she actually has pretty good AoE herself between two moves, so makes things easier. And then on top of that, just simply having Merlin, because Merlin just controls fights and games all by herself, like ridiculously. Plus I wanted single target, so with DN she's a good mix. She does good damage on her AoE attack, and Merlin does good single target damage too. While my Hauser actually levels up. I'm literally putting him in here level 1 just to get carried by these two, the farm, and he's up to 32. I'm not using any type of currency or anything like that. I'm just gonna level him just like this. As things go forward and I get stronger, as you guys can see, I'm gonna do that with characters overall. I'm not going to actually spend anything on leveling them. I'm just going to use this as a way to level them up. And you see, we luckily... No, stop. So we got the pity and we got the books and everything else. I don't really need anything right now with green, so everything that I get with these books right now is literally just is going to be sold. Now, as you can see, this is my farm team right here. I actually really don't even need Elizabeth there. She's just kind of like there just in case something happens to Hauser, which I don't think he's died yet, but there's a chance that he could die. So with that said, this is the 14 stamina boss, and you see this is the power that we have overall. Even if you're weaker than this, you still should be able to do it, because this boss is not that hard to deal with at all. And like I said, I just got Hauser and Guild Thunder like literally in the last 2 videos you guys probably saw, so I'm not actually spending anything on leveling them. And this is like my farm team basically. All right, so downtime wise, let's go over here. The item storage. Downtime wise, what I would suggest is getting your gold up. Get your gold up. Get your water and your chalices up, which isn't really that hard. And I'm gonna show you the farm for that as well. You see, like, I actually farm blue. I'm out of blue stuff kind of because I have a lot of blue characters I want to use, but you see I've been farming red too. Red is kind of easy to farm as well, so it's kind of like whatever you want to farm. But let's say with green, let's sell, and we're gonna sell all of these because I'll just get them all back. I leave the 5 stars alone. Like I said, I don't have anything green right now I need to worry about, so and I'll get them right back. So we're back up to 2.3 million. Really good. Red, I do believe I have stuff to need to worry about with red. So let's just take out this 99 right here. Bam, we're up to 3.5 million, which is really good. And between the rotation, oh, look at my inventory, yikes. Between the rotation, what you can do is, especially if you're looking to have resources, if you're not going to C, the R, the UR, and the R, that's it already? Yeah. route. Like, I'm just doing the SSR route. So if you're going to be doing that, then you're gonna need more resources than most people, and it's going to take you a little bit longer to actually level up the SSR gear compared to somebody who's using that C, UR, and whatever else. Now, granted, those are better choices, and to tell you flat out, those are better choices. But however, in the long run, if you do it with the SSR gear, you'll end up stronger overall, and you already have all the SSR gear that you can rotate back and forth between different characters. Got this from a JP player. We pretty much say he doesn't understand why people are doing that, because you're going to have to get those gears anyway eventually, and people are going to start curb stomping you, especially in PvP, if you're running around with those gear compared to if you have the SSR gear. The only thing is that in the beginning with global, it's not good to do that because we don't have as many resources that we have in the JP version. Speaking of JP version, really quick, somebody asked me last video, was it, I believe, what was I talking about with the step up summon where you get a lock, where you eventually just automatically get a character. This is what I was talking about in the JP version. Eventually, once you get to this point, you're going to get the character. You just have to get to that point, though. And let's use this ticket and see what happens, because I was saving it for summons just to, just to have. This is the JP version. This is my JP account. I just wanted to show you guys what I was talking about. It'll eventually happen in global where we'll get these, but who knows when it'll eventually happen. Let's skip. All right, so we didn't get anything. And as you can see, once you get to 140, that's when eventually it's going to just get you the character. Now, surprisingly, I actually went a whole bunch of steps. And as you can see right there, the next step is right there. And obviously you get these items up here. So even summoning in JP right now is pretty lit, because once you get to these points, you get currency to actually for your gear, to upgrade your gear. This is a new version of Arthur, and they also have her too. She was last week. I believe Arthur's this week, but this is pretty cool. Overall, I don't have any tickets for her, but I believe I will get a ticket for her tomorrow. So I can summon on her tomorrow. But yeah, this is what I was talking about, that eventually this is going to come into the game. And as you can see right here, you just eventually get the character, even if, sadly, if you get that far. Which is unfortunate for you. But as you saw with me, like with Bond, I went pity twice and didn't get him. So this kind of like stops stuff like that. GG's. But like I was saying, if you need the particular items, what you can do is you can just turn around and go in here and farm on the weapon quest. I don't want to use that. This will stay. We can get rid of all this though. Doesn't cost you anything to salvage. And as long as you are actually farming green books or red books, if you so see fit, you should have plenty of items and resources to actually have money to be spamming out. So money really isn't that much of a problem once you get to this point in the game. It's just having the time to actually do it. And did you summon enough to get enough AP to farm with AP potions? Now, me personally, we add about maybe 30 or 40 coins to this total. Oh, we want to go here. From the sponsored, but without that, I still have 107 right now. And how many AP potions I have on tap? 16 left right now. So we want to go. Oh, let's do this. Thank you. We want to go. We want top 30. Also, why I didn't mind summoning, because what that does is allow me to, even if I fail, to do stuff like this. So even that tough luck of not getting Bond still isn't that much tough luck, because I can still, farm hardcore and do what I need to do. See, I'm level 50. I see people level 60, level 61, 65, and stuff like that. So people are from, I think I saw a 61, 65. I think. They were in my friends list. I'm trying to think, was it? Or was it 55? It might have been 55. I don't think I saw over 60, but if that's I've seen 60 definitely. There's somebody in my guild that's level 58 right now, so I know somebody definitely could be level 60. But yeah, so failing isn't necessarily a bad thing. And if you want to, if any of these characters in here that if for whatever reason you want to go after them, I particularly got Arthur and Guild Thunder free, so I didn't have to do that, which is pretty nice. But there's other characters in here that you can actually go after and get if you want. And if you want to actually go after awakening items and chalices, you can do so here with the gold coins. Me personally, I don't do that because when I'm awake, I don't really care. When I'm asleep, I farm the green one. But when I'm awake, go here. When I'm awake, I farm here. The easiest boss to farm for chalices. And once you finish the death match, which you see this is right at cooldown, so I didn't do any of them yet, but once you finish, let's leave out to get it, go back to story. This is who I use for story. They never die on this. Literally Merlin stops everything, and the way that the AI works with this team, like the other side, they don't have a shot because Merlin stops somebody literally like every round, and then they'll put together resources to make DN stop people from attacking as well. And then if they attack Meliodas, then it's kind of like a GG. I took some gear off, so I'm under 100k again on this team. I can kind of like put it back if I want to, but kind of no need to. Because I have other characters again, Guild Thunder and Hauser, that I put some gear on them, so I have to replace the gear that I took off on these guys. And you know, you just kind of like push it around, but there's no real big deal because the next content is probably going to be out by Wednesday of next week, Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, and I'll be back to like 100k, 110k, so I don't really worry about that too much. I just remake the gear that I was remaking. But yeah, all you want to do is just go in here, and the reason why, especially for people who are a little bit free to play, is because you can farm the chalices here. If you want to leave it here overnight, you can leave it here overnight as well. There's a good chance that your inventory won't fill up. I do this a lot. This is how I'm getting my Demon Blood and Water of Life, and then I just break down a cell, the Onslaught runes, or use them if I need to see fit. And the same thing, I would end up breaking down like the fangs or the usable armor stuff as well. And you know, that's just something I do. But first you have to get rid of the deathmatch. After you get rid of the deathmatch, then you can just leave it on spam. But I do this while I'm awake, because sometimes I would just want to catch other people's death matches and hop in and help them out, or whatever else, you know, come in on raids and that type of fun stuff. So that's what I do, so to speak, right there. I don't have enough currency for summon right now because I wasn't really doing anything yesterday for that. But I do think I have a ticket. Actually, I don't have it. Oh, I have these 3 tickets. So that's all I really do right now in the downtime. Take advantage of this sleep time, build up your gold, build up your coins, and everything that you see fit. Like I said, it's kind of almost infinite. Almost. It's almost infinite because you're going to need to build up enchantments for your SSR stuff. And you basically can do that by going in, and if you chalice farm, you can build up enchantment pieces from disenchanting and breaking down the orbs you get from chalice farming, which it makes everything kind of like a nice, neat cycle. Smacked in the face. Thank you for those. That's more AP stuff for me. You also want to just level as soon as possible too, because the more you level, the more stuff that you get back from your AP stuff. So there's no reason for you not to. You know, just whatever you're gonna do, go in there and actually do it. As far as with the with grinding, again, the books is solely about getting gold. But me, the chalice farms give me gold, enchantment items, and the chance to actually limit break characters actually too when I get like the 5-star water or the demon books. So it's less as far as a gold farm, but you still are farming gold, but you're farming more efficiently because you're farming for limit break, you're farming for gear enchantment, and you're farming for the actual overall to your gold stuff and your AP at the same time. I mean, not your AP, your level at the same time. So you're farming multiple things at the same time, which to me is more efficient than just farming just a green book. So unless you just need the gold, then you do it that way. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, I think that the chalice farm is a little bit more superior in that. So everybody has what they want to do at the end of the day. But for me, that's kind of more of an efficient farm. So I'll catch you guys next video. Be legendary. That's just what I'm doing. And I'm just, taking it easy, having fun. I'm not spending any money on getting gear and stuff like that, which is cool. It supports the company, so I'm not gonna tell anybody not to do that. But if I can do it freely with this and cycle for it and show free to play how to do it freely and not have to spend any money, then I'm gonna show you that rather than just buy it and then say, look at me. So I'll catch you guys next video. Hopefully you enjoy that, and peace.